Dabna, there's so much going on in the boxing world. We should go and make a video about it. Come on. Yeah. Let's do it. Whenever. Come on then. I've got everything set up. It's game time. What? What do you mean it's game time? What? There's an event? There's a date? I don't think I'm going to turn up. Why? Oh, you know. No reason. Well, if Daniel Dubois can pull out for absolutely no reason and then vanish off the face of the earth, then so can I. Credit me though, I've shown up. Hello and what is happening, ladies and gentlemen, your boy Dabz here, and today we are going to be talking about everything Daniel Dubois. From what happened to him, what the story is, his illness, conspiracy theories, where the fuck is he, and what we think is next for him. And obviously round up all the news in general about boxing. So let's start exactly where we left off, which was his illness, sudden pull out the fight, Parker fighting Piccoli, and then eventually getting an answer to what was actually wrong with Daniel Dubois, which apparently was a virus, swollen glands, and an ear infection. I mean, what the fuck? I could have all three of them and still have to go to work. The story goes he was feeling rough on fight week, didn't say anything to his team or his trainer, and come the day of the open workout, which would have been the Friday, I think, he finally opens up to his trainer, admitting that he don't feel so well. The trainer previously on the Thursday had a feeling that something may be up with Daniel, as a session was cut short, and then again obviously on the Friday. He was then assessed and checked by two doctors who recommended he should pull out of the fight, as after a couple of rounds he's going to be absolutely fucked. Daniel and his team obviously have a lot to look forward to and even more to protect. They're not foolishly going to put the IBF up for grabs for no reason if they know that Daniel can't fully defend it and therefore possibly lose it by not being 100% for a fight. All this information comes from his trainer. We'd asked Frank, but fucking hell, you don't want to talk to him right now. He's absolutely fuming. He's steaming. I don't know who's been chewing his ear off, but he wants to be careful he doesn't get an ear infection.
Fucking moron, excuse my French. That's how it is. Anybody who thinks that a fighter's gone all what he's gone through, spent all that money on a camp, on training partners, sparring partners, doing all that work, going away to what, for nothing?
So the question still remains, was Daniel Dubois advised to pull out of the fight or not? Because it's become a little bit of a grey area now, with his coach saying the doctors did say that, but with his promoter being very hush-hush about what's actually happened. As well as, of course, not hearing a fucking word from Daniel. Now, the skeptics will say that Daniel dodged Parker, and that the illness is just some hoax, that there was a Valvada test, or a found unknown substance, or he didn't fancy it, or there was a more lucrative offer on the horizon, being the fight with Usyk. Maybe he was popped for something. Obviously, the only reason anyone's thinking anything like this is because it was literally just very last minute. And I say to these people, no fucking way. I can't believe that for 1 second. Why is Daniel Dubois going to pull out when he's getting a career high purse? And of course, he's got to protect his health. As mentioned before, he's not going to give up the IBF belt just to keep everyone happy when he knows there's no chance of him winning that fight. And I know, you can say as a champion, you have to defend the belt no matter what. It is just a sick day and surely you could have got over it. But when your team's telling you, your coach is telling you, your dad's telling you, surely you're going to wake up and be like, we've got to protect this motherfucking fighter. However, although I think he didn't pull out the fight with everything that he had on the line, he should still honour that Parker fight as his next fight. Because why is it fair that Daniel now gets to skip Parker to now go and look for a fight with Usyk, leaving Parker completely in the lurch, who deserves to have his shot? Parker shouldn't now have to go and take another fight to be back at the front of the queue for Dubois, even though he was already there. He needs to get that original title shot he was promised in the first place. It shouldn't be taken away just because Daniel Dubois called in sick. And Parker, of course, he ain't happy. And he has every right. His own promoter is Frank Warren and he's been left in the dark. Why has he not been told the full story by someone who promotes him? And obviously Parker's gone on to say that it's weird that he was at the public workout and then just like that, boom, out of nowhere, Dubois pulls from the fight with no statement or no proof. He just finds it strange. And then obviously to make things 10 times worse, Usyk then publicly calls out Dubois, saying that that's the next fight that he wants. And obviously he's not saying that Dubois has done anything dodgy. It's just he doesn't know 100% of the story, and I can't understand why this man doesn't know. So yeah, in my opinion, you can't blame him for being visibly annoyed. And you can guarantee that if the undisputed fight is next for all the marbles, all the eggs and all the belts, there will be fucking carnage in the boxing world. And yes, of course, the Parker Dubois fight was a voluntary defense in the first place, so they shouldn't technically have to run it back, even though it didn't fucking happen. But come on, let's have a little bit of honour in this business. Fucking hell, it's a dirty business anyway. Let's get that fight popping. I think everyone wants to see it anyway. Now, I say all this in defence of Parker. I would still watch the Usyk Dubois 2 fight, I can't lie. And for me, it goes completely the same way, but yes. And in other boxing news, obviously, we're still waiting for the AJ fight, who he's putting out to fight next. And actually thinking about it, he's actually got a few options. There's a Dubois rematch, a possible Parker rematch. Obviously, Wilder's still kicking about out there. I don't know if that fight has the same weight that he used to have, but maybe it's another name on his record. Who knows? And talking about the elephant in the room, no one knows what fucking Tyson Fury's doing yet. Is he retired? Is he not? I can't see him not coming out for a massive payday in the summer. If AJ Fury ever happens at any point, it will be now and this year. But I suppose it all depends on whether he's stopped fucking crying yet. And I suppose if he's bored enough, he'll just pick a number like, I don't know, 20 billion, trillion, million, billion, £1,000 pence to come out and take that fight. But honestly, someone just pay it, because the boxing world needs the fight. And I can't see AJ fighting lower tier opponents, as the risk and reward to that and then losing would just be way too much. As in Zhang, Kabiel, Bacoli. But as I've said, that is a lot of options. We've got Pulev, Wardley, April 4th. This is for Pulev's WBA regular title. Basically, he's front of the queue. And obviously, that's with Fabio Wardley coming off the massive Clark knockout. So that should be a pretty good dust-up. We've also got the Johnny Fisher-Dave Allen rematch, May 17th. Obviously, there was a lot of controversy in the last fight. Can Fisher cement that he should have won that fight in the first place and make good on the fans, because a lot of them obviously think Dave Allen won that fight. The first fight was a right smash. I'm not sure about the result in the end, but yeah, I'll happily fucking watch that one again. And then we have Joyce, Whyte. Wait, what? Oh, Whyte's pulled out. Again, this guy, man, just can't get his career down one long straight road. Fuck me. That's a shame that one's not happening. That literally would have been battle of the last brain cells. Due to a finger injury, is he having a laugh? What is it with all these fighters putting out of fights for reasons I'd still have to go into work for? I am joking, though, Whyte. I love you. Hope you get better. So now it's Joyce, Hrgovic, April 5th. Both users punching bags in their last fight. Let's go. Anyway, please let us know if any of you know where Daniel Dubois is, what you think of the situation, what you think of the fights coming up, because there's a fair few. Which one are you next looking forward to? And as ever, please like, comment and subscribe. Your boy Dabz out. More videos coming soon. Break is over. Don't worry. Make sure that if you're getting in a bag, you also drink tea. Dabz out. Bye. Boom. Hrgovic Whyte would have been amazing, man. Battle of the brain cells. Who could speak clearer at the end of the fight?